Hello everybody and welcome to the Electronic Revolution Broadcasting Network. I almost messed that up, but anyway, a little rusty I guess after a couple days off. But tonight we're going to have TGL 6v6 matchup between Origin and TG7th. Now I know that some of you, or at least we try, e-rev, try not to cast a team 2 days in a row or at least 2 times a week, but unfortunately I tried to get a couple other teams and they didn't want to get casted. So we didn't have it scheduled technically, so I can't, use that TGL rule, and I don't want to do that anyway. But these two teams were more than happy to say yes to get casted, so I appreciate that on a last-minute notice. I am your host tonight, Anger. Tonight, casting with me will be the Thunder from Down Under, Bamando. What's up, Bamando with a C?
How you going? Commando with a B or Bamando with a C?
And the man that's been the topic of forum discussion from TGL forums, my man Cornnut. What's up, Corn?
What's up, Anger? Wow, I actually got an actual intro.
Well, after being a topic of discussion in the forums, of course, man, you get a header, man. But in your defense, I hope you guys don't get on Cornnut because, he is an infantry player. He's, pretty much majorly involved in 6v6, so KDR stuff, please don't knock him about that. That's so, it's not even important, so don't get on him about that. He's doing an excellent job when I was away, and him and Limek did a great job of casting and getting those matches for you guys, so remember that. And on the video, the man, the myth, the legend, and the man that actually talked during the cast last night, Limek. What's up, Lime?
Hey, well, welcome everybody. Sorry about that the other night. I just had to. No, hopefully I'm doing a good job. Hopefully you'll hear me more in the future whenever we are having problems with getting more casters, or hopefully in the future we can do a couple of BF2 casts as well for you guys, and I'll be there for you.
Yeah, hopefully if he was breathing hard on the mic, just let me know. Hit me up on Xfire if you guys were really turned on by that, because Limek has that type of effect on people. If he breathes really hard like Darth Vader, he will arouse people, so be careful of that. Alright, tonight, 6v6 action on Fall Berlin. This is going to be an interesting map where you have two neutral flags, but the two combatants, Origin and TG7th, coming into this round 2 quarterfinals matchup. Very interesting. TG7th comes off of a win last week, as we watched, against Zero Tolerance, taking them out pretty quickly, and Origin taking out Full Metal Jacket on Camp Gibraltar. Alright, we're going to look over the map really quick. I'm not sure if Limek has that up, but if he doesn't, that's fine. I'll still talk about it really quick here. The EU will spawn in at Square, and PAC will spawn in at Streets. The focus will be trying to get those two neutral flags, Roadblock and Crossroads, at the middle. And I know they're not going live. Alright, cool. Alright, and the goal is to keep a bleed on the team, obviously. The mains are capable, so it's going to be fun to watch to see. Can you let them know we're not ready, please? It's going to be interesting to see how a team can get to either team's main. That's going to be pretty interesting. We'll keep an eye on that also. So there's going to be a lot of action between Roadblock and Crossroads, so really looking forward to that. But Mando, TG7th, your team, you talked about them last week. Why don't you talk about them again? How are they going to come out on this map? Is this one of their better maps?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 6v6 is our game. We actually came off a pretty tough loss against Massive Unit last night. Good games, Massive Unit on the 8v8, but we've got definite advantage in the 6v6 now. We've been really practicing this one hard, and this is our primary game.
All right. Now, Cornnut, I know you've seen Origin, especially in the TPE tournament. How's this team going to fare against TG7th after we've seen TG7th coming off a very, very impressive win last week?
Well, TG7, I believe they actually are up higher on the seeding, aren't you, Bamando?
Yeah, just barely. I do believe that Origin may have got a match overturned. I've got a feeling that 7-1 TG7 and Origin are 6-2. Although I do believe Origin may have had a match overturned, so they might be equal at this stage.
So yeah, I think they are real comparable teams. I mean, they're both good teams, been around a while, but I'm not sure if everybody knows, but the Jones here playing is actually aerobic fish. Jones isn't playing tonight, so I'm gonna have to say, without Jones, I mean, not that the other players aren't good, but without Jones, I'm gonna say there's gonna be a slight edge to TG7th tonight. How do you feel about that one, Anger?
Well, Jones is not playing. I guess there was some. Jones signed up late on the roster, I believe. Bamando has more of the full story on that, so I'll let Bamando explain that. What's the story on that?
Yeah, basically, obviously there's a cut-off time for players to join the roster, and TG7 were asked if they could play, if Origin could play Jones, and the general thought was no. Normally it would be okay, but the idea is that you go into the playoffs with the team that you played the season with, and that's according to TGL rules, and that's how they called it on that one. So basically, if a player joins the roster just for the playoffs, that was deemed against the rules.
All right. All right, we're going to go over the starting lineups for EU side. This is the side myself and Lamech will be taking off the start here. That'll be TG7th. We have Santa, Tybolt, Pablo, Zupi T, Ultra Blue, and Zorister. What do you got over there, Bamando, for Origin on the pack side?
We've got Lucy, the LMG commander. We've got Sergeant Bud, Jones, who I believe is Aerobic Fish, Hates Fury, the Old Man, and Mike O.
All right, so we look like we're ready to go. I'm letting the teams know that we are ready, and they can go live on restart. And this is going to be a very interesting match, and I'm looking forward to see who's going to outgun who's going to have the better infantry. Again, we're not going to see... Oh, hold on here. Yeah, do you let them know we're ready? Okay, cool. Oh, one more thing, too, before I forget, since this is on the top of my mind. I know in the forums last week, certain teams, certain people were talking about e-rev. E-rev has nothing to do with some of the stuff that goes on in the forum drama, so please don't bring us into it again. That's all I'm going to say about that. Love you guys. Love the community. All right, here we go. 7 seconds till start time here. And good luck, have fun for everybody, and away we go. So we have Tybolt for TG7 taking off right now, heading on over to the roadblock flag. And nothing really going on. Just trying to get to the gimme flag really quick. What do you got over there, Bamando?
Yeah, looks like a classic slingshot here from Lucy as well. We've got Lucy coming in, blowing up a barrel, and Maiko's spawning on him, so he's going to be the squad leader. Switches out straight away. Maiko progresses straight towards the roadblock building. The squad spawns on him, and you got Lucy. They all just got emped. I got rocket grenades coming in from TG7. Origin coming up to the building now, putting some grenades in through there. Not actually, I think they're holding their fire right now. Looks like TG7 are using up their ammo, trying to take out some Origin players who are just hanging behind this building now, just turtling away right now.
Yeah, right now we have Pablo and Santa heading on over to the north now, away from Roadblock and into Crossroads, but they've changed their mind. They see Origin coming into the vicinity there around where they are, so they just held back right now. So pretty much at a stalemate right now. They're just shooting rockets back and forth in between the walkways of the building there that separates Roadblock and Crossroads. Early in the first round, 99 to 100, so still very, very early in the first round. What do you got, Corn?
I'm just looking at Lucy, the commander here for Origin. It looks like he's actually pushing up north of Roadblock right now. When, I mean, really, I think the commander would be a little better, sitting there at Crossroads doing defense there, just spotting away. But it looks like there's actually a huge push from the north of Roadblock here from Origin. Looks like they're heading down now. They've got a squad leader, 2 squad members, and their commander, Lucy, heading towards the flag. We'll see how TG7th reacts to that.
Yeah, we have Pablo trying to defend the flag right now. He takes out Mike O, though. Sergeant Bud takes out him with a Krylov work there. So he's going to re-res there, and we're going to have 5 members. Ooh, nice kill by T-Bolt there with some C4 action, I believe. What do you got over there, Bamando?
Tybalt actually blowing up the barrel and getting rid of Lucy and Sergeant Bud at the same time. Ultra Blue take out Origin, Mike O. Zupi take out Sergeant Bud. Ultra killing Old Man, and it looks like that has been cleaned up. We've got Hates Fury still alive. Tybalt quickly cleaning up Hates Fury with a Voss, and that push is all over. We are 94 tickets apiece locked in, actually 94-92. Just as those tickets went down, Origin just behind by 2 tickets.
Right now, Bamanda, we have 2 members from TG7 pushing in from the north and trying to hit into Crossroads right now. A nice push, I would say, from TG7 coming into the flag vicinity of Crossroads. They're actually coming in from the middle and actually from the north, so they're going to get a good angle at this flag. And let's see how Origin defends this flag, as TG7 is on the flag as we speak.
Yeah, pushing hard. This flag's going down. Lots of red kills coming up on my screen. Pablo getting Sergeant Bub with a barrel. Santa taking out the old man Tybalt on Jones, that being a very big fish. Pablo Voss on Hates Fury. This flag is going down really slowly, it seems, right now, that we don't have any Origin defenders. I've got to say, it looks like Origin aren't. They're going to now swap flags. Origin have moved straight across onto Roadblock, and I think they're going to exchange flags right now. Yeah, flags going up pretty much at the same time for both teams. TG7 coming right back now onto Origin, but their whole squad is now based on that flag. Zoopy T grenading Hates Fury. Man, I've got a lot to say right now. Hates Fury getting revived by Aerobic Fish. One man here defending for TG7. Jones take out, Zoopy taking out Hates Fury. God, that's confusing me now. Zoroaster taking out Hates Fury. And wow, big fight here. I'll leave it to you, Ango. What have you got from your end?
Yeah, it's 91-80 right now, and in the favor of TG7. So like you were saying before, they swap flags. Right now we have TG7 all over the flag here at Roadblock right now. They're going to try to get this flag back in their favor right now. They're going to get that nooch while still holding Crossroads right now. And Zoopy and Ultra Brood getting some nice kills there. Well, actually, as Ultra Blue takes out Tybalt, his own commander there. But nevertheless, they're still going to get this flag up. And right now, the bleed is going to be put back on Origin. But Origin is going to get square. Looks like they're going to take TG7's main. What do you got, Cornut?
I'm looking here at Square. We have Origin on the flag and TG7 just now getting there to try and stop him. But I mean, I think it's a little too late. I think Origin is going to get this flag up to stop the bleed. And looks like they did get the flag up, so they stopped the bleed. But TG7 is still pushing in. But I think Origin is going to win this battle. Oh, possibly not. Looks like Origin's going to get some revives. There are some revives now. So TG7 is back up. And they are on the flag.
Sorry, yeah, we've got Hates Fury actually on the Crossroads flag by himself here, so going to be interesting to see what happens there. We do have now TG7 bringing this square flag back down really slowly though. This is a very slow turning flag. So we've got that fast turning flag with Hates Fury and this slow turning flag here with TG7 on themselves. Origin could end up having the bleed at the end of this with TG7 maybe only holding Roadblock. Old man, triple Krylov kill, getting Zoroaster twice. And it's 86-70 in the favour of TG7, but it looks like TG7 may be down to 1 flag.
Yeah, this has been a nice move. I think Origin is very happy with this switch off. They're going to get the 3-flag bleed on TG7 right now. They just took over Crossroads very easily. No defense whatsoever from TG7. So we're into the first round here. Score 81-70 in the favor of TG7, but that might change as long as Origin can keep up this bleed on TG7 right now. They can get right back into this game. What do you got, Bam?
Yeah, Origin now Origin just all over Roadblock now as well. They're just menacing. Origin are doing an incredible job getting onto the flags right now. Just Pablo picking up Old Man and Hates Fury, but it looks like TG7 just really put on the back foot. This bleed's going to finish off that ticket deficit really soon. 74-67 in the favour of TG7, but going down fast. You've got TG7 now mixing it up a bit. We don't have a big defence on Crossroads from Origin, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, Cornette, what are you seeing over there?
We've got a couple members from TG7 trying to push on the Crossroads, but it looks like there's only one left. He may go for the revive. It actually looks like he's just running for his life, and he was taken out. So Origin does still hold on to the bleed. We got a couple of Origin members, Maiko, sitting just west of Roadblock, and you've seen before, he actually was on Roadblock and had that flag about halfway from being neutral. So they need to make sure they take out Mike.
Yeah, right Mike's still up for Origin, and Old Man reviving Sergeant Butt on the flag. And if indeed this is their last flag, it looks like Origin are almost getting it neutralised. I don't know where TG7 are right now. but they're really struggling to hold this roadblock flag despite the fact that it is their only one. And TG7 have now just lost the lead to Origin. Origin now up 62 to 57.
Well, you know, Bamando, what's interesting here, and then I'm seeing it right now, but finally the squad leader from TG7 has actually moved out of the vicinity of roadblock. He had to do that a little while ago because they were getting really pushed into the roadblock area. Not good, especially when you're playing a team like Origin. They're not zero tolerance, no offense to them, but Origin, a little bit more seasoned veteran type team.
Yeah, lots of TG7 kills going up right now, and we have Origin. They're just pushing really hard on this roadblock flag to make it really hard for TG7 to move off, but finally TG7 move. Lushi picking up Zorasta and Zupi, double kill right now, and staying alive, just getting taken down by Ultra Blue. Ultra Blue may get these revives, although he's being followed by Hates Fury. Hates Fury right next to Ultra Blue, not even paying attention, not even realizing he's there. This Crossroads flag is going down fast. Hates Fury finally getting taken out by Tybalt. It looks like Origin probably picked up roadblock, but they're going to pick up roadblock, but it looks like TG7 finally get Crossroad back.
Well, you know, Bamando, they're not too far out of it. 48 to 54 in the favor of Origin, so they're not out of it at all, really. TG7 doing a nice job getting Crossroads very quickly there, so they have a two-flag control here. Now, what are they going to do now? Are they going to push the main where it takes a little bit longer for the flag to come down, or streets where it happens exactly the same way? They're in a little predicament here. But they're going to have to pick
if I
one.
was TG7, I mean, it looks like Origin are anticipating this. They're holding Square. Square is the much easier flag to hold there. Although, as TG7 right now, I'd be thinking about putting just maybe 3 guys on defense at roadblock, getting some rockets out, and Origin are pushing hard on roadblock. You've got to get a couple of guys now back onto streets so that you're putting pressure on that flag, because Origin are really under control here. It seems like they're moving better. They have a 4-ticket lead. And TG7, wow, and exactly as I said that, they are on streets now. We've got 2 guys on streets, just like I said they would. And we do have an Origin defender back here, but Origin are getting picked off this roadblock flag, although it is going up for them now. They could end up with the bleed again.
Yeah, basically they're just going to flop sides, it looks like, unless Origin can get back to streets very, very quickly here. Looks like they did have. Yeah, so right now, this is going to hurt TG7 now. Ticket count 39 to 46. They're down by 7 tickets. Very interesting to see what they do now. They did get Crossroads earlier now. Will they have to get roadblock quickly here again to stop that bleed?
Yeah, this is going to really hurt them. They're approaching the end of the game now. You've got 46 to 36, a 10-ticket lead for Origin. TG7 really need to consolidate. TG7 are out shooting Origin marginally, and that's what's really saving them from getting massive bleed right now. But they do need to stop the bleed. If they can even this up and keep the bleed off themselves, then I've got a feeling that they'll take them out just because of the kill ratio.
Cornell, what are you seeing on your end? Seeing any sneak moves there? Any flanks going on?
Well, we actually do have a member on Crossroads right now, and he was just taken out of his Sergeant Bud, but Tybalt was able to take him out with the rockets. So nothing real sneaky right now. We have the commander kind of sitting back. They're over by streets, like just to the west side of streets for Origin, and all of the other members are in between roadblock and Crossroads, except for one that is going to square to try to stop TG7's push there.
You know, Cornell, one of the things that I'm seeing that TG7 is doing, and they're actually executing very slowly here. They're in the square area. The squad leader is actually far away from the flag where the 2 members have to actually physically run and get there quickly. Nades could take that push out, but the squad leader needs to get on there, especially with the ticket ratio so low. Ticket count 21 to 40 in the favor of Origin. What do you got, Bamando?
Yeah, Origin just taking out a very small TG7 push on Crossroads, and it just looks like they only just managed to neutralize Square. They have 3 flags bleed on TG7. They're only just going to get Square up now, and it just seems to me that TG7 are just moving so slowly. Hates Fury rocketing Ultra Blue and Santa as well, and we've only got 1 guy left on this, two TG7 guys left on this Square flag, and they're looking like they're out of it. I mean, they're 20 tickets behind now, and they're 3 flags right back onto their last flag, and man, I don't see them coming back from here.
Yeah, right now, I mean, as you get, you know, they were officially capped out, but they did capture square there, so nice move by them. But as you get deeper into the playoffs, the more seasoned teams have a lot of experience, and it's showing a little bit here. TG7 is doing a nice job, but it looks like they're a little nervous or maybe just not executing well here, and they're executing slow when they do. So they're going to have to clean that up in the second round. Ticket count 36-8. Cornet, what are you seeing on your end?
Right now, it looks like we have Lucy, the commander for Origin, going to help defend their roadblock, and we have Maiko. Actually, the whole team now. Maiko actually died and just respawned at roadblock. So we have the whole Origin team just putting up a defense there at roadblock. I think what they're going to try to do is just keep each other alive and hopefully not lose any more tickets. That way, they take this one by 30 tickets. They have a good chance of getting a side choice if they win in overtime, or if it goes to overtime.
Yeah, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Origin takes the first round, 30 tickets to 0 there. So nice job by Origin. Still close though. We're going to go over the e-rev scoreboard really quickly here for TG7. We have Zorster going 15-10. We have Zoopy going 18-11, and we have Ultra Blue going 11-8 with the Commander Tybo going a total combined score of 26. But Mando, what do you have for Origin?
We've got Maiko with 15-9 doing very well as a squad leader. Aerobic Fish 19-5, Sergeant Bud 15-11, Hates Fury 21-16, The Old Man 18-13, Lucy with a combined score of 56 as commander.
All right, as we go into the second round for TG7, Bamando, that's your team. What would you tell your guys going into this little small break as you're going to the second round?
They really need to work on getting heavy spawns on their squad leader and not getting caught up in no man's land. That's really what I noticed last round, is that you've got their squad leader Santa getting caught up in between flags, trying to make a push, being a bit too conservative. His guys getting stopped in a standoff, and really what he needs to do is just escalate, get to the flag, be aggressive and move his squad forward, motivate them to start getting onto a flag, because they are shooting well. There's no problem with their shooting at the moment. What their problem is being able to cap the flag rapidly, and Origin are doing really well to execute those defences, and Origin are just moving a lot better than TG right now.
All right, what do you got, Cornet, for Origin into the second round? If you were Origin, what are you telling your guys? I mean, pretty much the same as you were doing the first, or what?
Well, Origin did start off the round, not playing too well, but they really picked it up there at the end. So, I mean, I think they realized in the beginning, have a little better coordinated pushes, and, they changed it there at the end, so I don't see them changing anything from how they finished.
Yeah, aside, right now we have TG 7th, and one of the things towards the end there especially, just a little slow to execute. I think they can, they can clean that up, and if they do, then they have a better chance of obviously winning in the second round. Again, like Bamando was saying, the shooting's not off. They did pretty good in that. The frags were pretty close there. Just, I believe, only 5 frags separated both teams there. Origin getting a little slight lead. Origin did pretty good, moving smoothly across flags, like you were saying, Cornet, and also just really nice defense all in all, and just gave TG7 some fits and pushing. So this is going to be an interesting second round to watch and see how these teams execute, as Origin has the Voss and TG7 has the Krylov, as people like to say that Krylov is a better weapon. Again, I beg to differ, but I like to argue that point. But nevertheless, I'm a scrub anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, we're going to go into the second round here. I'm going to be following alongside with Limek, the EU11 side, and Origin's going to be on that. We have Bamando and Cornet taking TG7th on the PAC side. So as we're getting ready here for the start of the second round, we're going to go over some shoutouts really quick. From Kojin, we have Victimized. Shout out to Lucy. Such a baddie commander, but he could still have my babies. All right, Victimized.
I've got a shout out here from Cassio. Congratulations on getting married, Anger.
Oh, thank you, Cass. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just had to take the plunge, and I'll be leaving Saturday on my honeymoon. I'll be going to the Caribbean and Miami for about over a week, so looking forward to that. So just make sure you guys show some love to Bamando, Strider, Cornet, and Fatty, as they're going to be covering the semifinals next week. So make sure you guys give them all the help that you guys, give me on scheduling. So, and also Limek. So make sure you guys show them some love and help them out so we can get those games casted for you guys.
For your shoutouts, don't forget Cornet is in IRC channel, pound E-rev on Game Surge Network. You can send me a message there to get those shoutouts to me.
I've just got a quick shout out from TG Hidus here. Sorry, Anger. TG Hidus says, shout out to Pablo, get back on that roof.
All right, we have NGA Quick. Shout out to Origin. Go, go, go. Okay, thank you, Quick. You can clear your scratchy voice there. Go take some, go drink some water, dude. All right, again,
Nemesis
you guys...
Bobcat. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Shouting out over each other. Nemesis Bobcat wants to shout out and tell Anger to enjoy his honeymoon as well.
Thank you, Bobcat. Appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate the community. A lot of you guys hit me up on Xfire. Congratulations. Thanks, guys. You know, it really means a lot to me, especially when I've never met you guys in person, but just knowing you guys on the internet. You guys, that was nice to you guys. Thanks. And let's see here. I have also one from Victimize. You are so lucky, and I'm jealous. Don't get skin cancer from all the sun you'll be getting. That's from Victimize. I'll make sure I use sunblock. Cornut, how can they get a hold of you also on... Oh, here. Hold on, go ahead. How can they get a hold of you there on IRC, Cornut? Sorry about that. I had some interruption there.
Yeah, interruption that missed me just covering that about 30 seconds ago. I can go over it again, though. Game Surge Network, pound E-rev. Be sure to send a message and not say it in the chat. That way you make sure I don't miss it.
One thing, Limek, really quick. I know a lot of people have been suggesting music. I know we used to use it in the past. If you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it has to do with license agreement. Maybe you can go into it a little bit more real quick.
Yeah, in short, I know, especially in the United States, Canada, we're a rogue country, and we, you know, piracy's ramping everywhere. Not raping, ramping. Anyway, but I know in the States, yeah, there was some litigation and some rules being passed about internet radio, and to which we, I believe, qualify as a broadcasting entity. The fact that we have video alongside of it does not make us very different. And they were just looking at different rules for that, and so unless we pay some very good licensing fees, we won't be able to put audio for you, at least not music.
All right, we're gonna get started here, and away we go.
Hey, you know, before the action starts, I have to say this shout out. Strider wanted me to let you know, Anger, if your first kid ends up looking like him, it's not his fault.
It's okay, dude. It's okay. Just tell his old lady that she has to pick up her G-string. I don't want any evidence.
Okay. So we've got Taiwan from TG7, the commander. Looks like he's going to hang out there at Crossroads with a couple guys to get that flag up while the squad leader, Santa, is heading to the north side, going to go around that building just north of Roadblock. But it looks like Origin is all over that. They know he's there because I see him on the UAV.
Yeah, we've got Pablo fragging Hates Fury, Ultra Blue, Krylov on the old man. Sergeant Bud taking out Pablo and Santa. Santa being the squad leader, so it looks like he's being cleaned up. Unless he can get a revive there, we've got... no, it looks like Origin have cleaned that up over there. TG7 there, push with the squad leader just got quelled. We've got a couple of revives from Origin on the north side here, and it looks like TG7 are boxed in here at the Crossroads. Although just TG7 are getting, it's my screen's lighting up blue right now. I mean TG7 Ultra Blue, Zupion Hates Fury, Pablo rocketing the old man. Old man then getting Tibble in turn, Maiko on Ultra Blue, Pablo Krylov on Sergeant Bud. Looks like the TG7 are getting a few revives here. Just that slight 2-ticket lead right now. Looks like Origin will get cleaned up there, maybe lose a couple more tickets here. It's 98 to 95 to TG7, who are now pushing slowly onto Roadblock.
Yeah, it looks like right now we have Origin just trying to put a defense perimeter here, trying to spawn back in at Roadblock. We have actually a double push from TG7. Very interesting and very good to see this. It's going to make Origin make a decision here. We have two guys pushing up from the north now. They actually passed Roadblock, getting under the monorail right now that goes outside of Square. So let's see how Origin picks that up. And right now it looks like Origin's trying to push the Crossroads also. Very interesting, and see what happens. What do you got, Bamando?
Yeah, Ultra Blue just killing machine there, getting 3 kills really quickly on Roadblock, unfortunately getting taken out at the end. This whole TG7 squad is now spawning, so again, like I say, what they're going to need to do here is not be suppressed. Santa's going to need to have to move really hard on Square. At the moment, I don't really know what Santa's doing. He's He's way off from this flag, and yeah, this is what worries me about their pushes. It looks like, you know, we've got three guys here, Ultra Blue, Santa and Pablo, in no man's land, miles away from the square flag, not making any attempt here, unless it's a diversion. We've got Zupi and Zoroaster on the roadblock flag. Origin doesn't look like they're counter pushing, so yes, it does look like it may have been a diversion. We've got Zoroaster right now in real trouble though, 2-on-1. Yep, Zoroaster taken out by Maiko, so that was a diversion. Maybe Santa will start pushing now on the flag, although Santa, yeah, he's miles away. Santa gets taken out. Ultra Blue by himself now, trying to revive Santa. Still a diversion here. I think they're trying to pull Origin away from the square, trying to get them to overcompensate, although Origin isn't falling for it. They're completely, yeah, they're pushing now straight onto Crossroads. Zupi taking out, wow, Zupi double kill on Maiko and Hates Fury. Big clean-up here by TG7. Now they're pushing hard on roadblock. Yes, this definitely is a diversion. Looks like Origin are falling for it now, where they're getting fully distracted by TG7. We've got Zupi, Tybalt and Zoroaster on the flag. We've got two defenders from Origin. Tybalt taking out Sergeant Bud. Hates Fury taking out Zupi on this flag. Tybalt, the commander, the only man alive now. 2-on-1. Origin 2-on-1 on Tybalt. He won't get a revive. So it looks like this push on roadblock is now over.
Well, Bamando, right now, as you were saying that, the push was going, just the same push is going to roadblock, another push was going into square right now. And TG7 is on the flag, but they're getting hit from Origin as we speak, but there's still a guy there trying to get this down. Actually, a couple reses on the flag radius here at square. So, Origin, again, making that decision. They would look like they were a little baffled. They cleaned up roadblock. They're going to get their defenses back to square. They're going to lose their main. The flag is 3/4 of the way down. It is officially noosed right now. And the flag is trying to get back up into Origin's favor. Origin is not around the area, but they do have the height as they're spawning in right now. I'll keep an eye on this, but Amanda, what do you have on that end?
Yeah, looks like TG7 are going to get this main square flag back up. We've got one guy on Pablo. Pablo taken out by Aerobic Fish. Ultra Blue reviving Pablo. Really not paying attention there though. Pablo, wow. Pablo managing to survive that from Aerobic Fish. And he picks up Ultra Blue. This flag is very, very slowly going up in the favour of TG7. It looks like they will finally get the bleed. Took them a really long time to do it. Great tactics, good diversion. It just took them a really long time to execute it. TG7 are now almost 20 tickets ahead, 86 to 68.
Yeah, right now, nice resing. A lot of great teamwork there at square to keep that push alive as long as it did. It started out a little slow, but all in all, execution was good towards the end there. Nice reses, and they got it in their favor. Their 3-flag bleed on Origin. Now the pressure's on Origin now to see how they come out of this. Ticket count 65 to 84 right now in the favor of TG7. What do you have, Cornette?
You know, I thought that was kind of odd. Origin, when they had 3 guys sitting there defending roadblock, you know, as, you know, 3 guys from TG7 would push over towards roadblock from Crossroads. I thought it should have been the other way around because, you know, TG7, they had absolutely nobody there at Crossroads. When TG7 was pushing, you know, north of Statue, Origin should have sent those guys instead of defending roadblock. They should have sent them to Crossroads just to kind of throw off TG7. Maybe that would force TG7 to, you know, send their guys back to stop them, or, you know, make them be like, oh no, we have to hurry, you know, and then they'd reveal themselves and get killed. I mean, just how they left 3 to defend roadblock, I did not agree with. They should have put pressure right back onto TG7, but they didn't do that.
Well, right
Yeah,
now
they
it
seem
looks
to
like
only do
Origin's
it
trying
once. Yeah, sorry, go
Well, it looks
ahead,
like
Anchor. I was
Origins
just saying they only did it once. All yours.
No, I was going to say, it looks like Origin's trying to make a double push right now. They're getting, or actually a single push back on square. They're trying to get their main back. Very smart move, at least on their part. But TG7 didn't take out any assets, at least from when I'm scanning the area right now. I may be wrong, but I don't see any assets taken away. So they had to do that, at least take out the UAV. So Origin is all over the flag at square right now, with and looks like TG7 is all over roadblock. But Mando, give me a closer look on that.
Yeah, we've got now 3 TG7 defenders here on square. It looks like they are getting some kills here. I don't know. This is slowly going up.
It's over.
Just got neutral and it's over. Yeah, that push has been neutralized, and we've got a whole TG7 squad on roadblock here. So wow, cap out 75-0. That happened before I could even blink.
I tried telling you it was over. You kept on talking.
Man, you got to tell me to shut up right there.
We're going to go over the e-rev scoreboard right now for Origin. We have Mike O going 12-6, Jones going 12-9. I don't believe that's the real Jones. We have Sergeant Bud going 5 and 9 with Lucy, the commander, going a total combined score of 11. What do you got for TG7?
Pablo, much improved round. He didn't do that great last round. Pablo, 18 and 3, absolute killing machine there. Ultra Blue, 14 and 6. Zupi, 9 and 6. Zoroaster, 10 and 6. Santa, the squad leader, going 9 and 1. Good ratio for him, keeping alive very well for his squad.
Yeah, we're going to see what TG7 picks now. Hopefully they don't do the hostile faction. If some of you remember the BF2 finals in season 4, a hostile faction in BF2 took the wrong side and it really hurt them. We beat them, and a lot of people were talking about that. So hopefully, and it looks like TG7 is going to take PAC, which is the side they just won on. So very smart move by them. So they didn't do the hostile faction. So what are you telling you guys, Cornet, over at Origin? You just got capped out, just got beat down like a... Well, I won't go into how, but, you know, what are they going to do on this round?
Well, like I said before, I mean, you know, they were really aggressive that first round and it worked out for them. That second round, I mean, they had TG7 pushing onto square, and instead of returning the pressure, they just had guys sit at roadblock and, you know, defend roadblock while, you know, that battle at square, I mean, who knows how it's going to end. You know, they should have applied pressure back onto TG7th, or, you know, they're at crossroads. I was really surprised that they didn't do that. They need to do like they did the first round and apply a lot of pressure.
Amando, TG7, you just capped out Origin. Nice job. It looks like I'll let you say what you got to say on that. And what do they have to?
Well, I mean, they really did everything right that round. Finally, I was a bit surprised to see Santa so far off the square flag, and I was worried that they were going to fall into the same trap in no man's land. But obviously, a very good move. Obviously, Tybalt calling out very well as a commander, make a diversionary move, and it really turned the tide for them. I've actually got a shout out here from Socialism. What a bad guy! He said, "Shout out to Lucy. Missed spots for the win. Stick to commander, bud. You can't gun."
We are live.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we're going to start it off here. So they're going to go to their gimme flags. We have Lucy jumping on right now, the roadblock flag right now. And it looks like, I would say TG7 is going to crossroads. So what do you have over there, Bamando?
Yeah, just a much faster push actually this time by TG7. Looks like the whole squad moving up in a really good line. Rockets going out slowly, nothing too special right now, a bit of a standoff. We're just waiting for Origin to come in, I think, this time. Getting a revive here. Zupi picking up a kill on Sergeant Bud. Tybalt takes the crossroads on his own. And then we've got rockets going out all the way from TG7. Not really picking anyone up, although Zupi picking up another kill now. First down Sergeant Bud, and now on Hates Fury. Good gunning there from Zupi.
Hey, Bamando, I have to point this out. Looks like Origin's going to go south, but they left a whole passageway into roadblock from the north wide open on football field length. I believe TG7 is going to have to capitalize on this because Origin's coming from the south. Very interesting to see what both teams do and how they execute this particular push. And it looks like TG7 is all over roadblock just as soon as I said that right now. What are you seeing over there?
Yeah, wow, we had a huge... Sorry, go ahead, Cornut.
I was going to say how Anger was talking about how Origin focused on that south side. Zupi, I mean, he didn't hesitate. As soon as he seen that, he ran and got on roadblock flag. They actually got the flag neutralized. I mean, he was taken out, but not until after TG7 was able to get that roadblock neutralized. But it does look like Origin was able to save it and get it back. But they are now down 7 tickets from that encounter, 97-90 in the favor of TG7.
Yeah, it looks like TG7... Sorry, yeah, TG7 learned from that first round. They reacted very quickly to that southern push. I'll let you call out what you're seeing there, Anger.
Well, no, I was going to say it looks like a little bit of a carbon copy of the second round there for TG7 as they're pushing to the north, but Origin was all over it this time. So they didn't let them get past this time, and right now we have a standoff at 90-96 in the favor of TG7 in this final and deciding third round.
Yeah, this time TG7 really out shooting, but these guys need to get on the flag. See, this is what's worrying me. You've got Zupi here by himself on the flag. Now we've finally got Zoroaster and Pablo turning this flag for them, and it has gone neutral. Big, heavy push. I've got a feeling that either Origin just got wiped or they're doing something else right now because TG7 just destroyed them on that flag, and they now have the bleed.
Yeah, right now, as soon as you said that, Origin was all over square right now because there was a couple of guys from TG7 leading into square near the monorail. They took care of that push, it looks like, but that really helped TG7 to get that flag at roadblock and put the bleed on Origin. Ticket count 95 to 76 in the favor of TG7.
Looks like the second time round, exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's all right. I was just going to say, it looks like TG7th did go up the ladder. They're up on that second level there at that building at Roadblock. And it looks like they're going to try to get that height advantage. And it looks like they're actually going to cover the spawns. Oh, well, Zupi was covering the spawn, but he was just taken out by Old Man. He was ready.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough situation now. You've got TG7 up top and down bottom. It's actually a hard way to defend Roadblock here because Origin are all over the flag. They have neutralized it. You really do need guys down the bottom on Roadblock if you're going to defend it properly. Origin are getting reses. They're going to get this flag right from under TG7's noses. So they need to pay attention to that. It's not a good idea to get right on top of it. While I say that though, you've got once again Santa and Zupi pushing on square. So Origin may get this flag. They did actually pull that flag up, the Roadblock flag, but now you've got Zupi putting pressure on the square. Bring it down ever so slowly by himself now. Zupi gets taken out. Santa then taking out Hate's Fury in return. He's just going to sit off that flag now and spawn people on him. Santa's just going to keep harassing them on that flag while they box him in at Roadblock and keep the bleed. Very good strategy here. And it looks like TG7 just got this Roadblock flag down. They're pushing hard, aggressively down onto square while Santa is putting pressure on there with Zupi, and Origin are going to have to spawn in with guys all over them at square.
Yeah, they're applying the pressure big time on Origin right now. TG7 doing a nice job. Zupi with a nice double kill there with a rocket and Kryla. Pablo cleaning that up, taking out Jones there with the Voss. And Pablo taking out Old Man also with some Voss work. I mean, TG7 is really applying the pressure on Origin. Now we're going to have to see what the seasoned team can do now with Origin. How are they going to come out of this? Because right now they're just not executing. They have a squad leader on Roadblock, but there's no one to spawn in on them because everybody else has spawned in at square to defend that area. So right now Michael is on the flag corner. What are you seeing on that end?
It looks like TG7 was able to stop the push for the most part, but there is still somebody there from Origin. And, you know, I don't want to get bashed by pointing this out, but why don't you go over the kill-death ratio there of TG7th? Because you know what happens when I do that.
They've only lost 12 tickets overall. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, their revives this round are just so much better. Pablo going 12-1 and Zorestas 13-3. I mean, nobody on TG7 has more than 4 deaths right now. They're definitely out shooting Origin, getting themselves into position. It's not really about, I don't think it's about their skill right now, because as you saw, Origin in the first round getting some huge kills. It's all about positioning, where they are on the map, getting them outnumbered and getting Origin on the back foot, and that's looks like what they're doing right now.
Yeah, right now the frag ratio is 63 to 29 in the favor of TG7. So yeah, you're right. It's not all about kills. You know, their positioning, like you were saying, was good, but once they're in position, they do kill, and that's what's really helping them also. Right now, Origin is trying to push back in the Roadblock. They're coming towards the south now on the second level into the Roadblock, while TG7 is kind of defending the north portion of that building on the second level. So some fighting is going to happen right now on Roadblock. And we'll pan on over there right now. Ticket count 82 to 30, and right now TG7 is just clubbing Origin like a baby seal now.
We do have Origin on the flag now though. Again, see, TG7, this is the second time they've done this. They're not really paying much attention to the flag, although TG7 are going to clean them up, it looks like. Tybalt, the commander, and Zoresta back on the flag, although Zoresta are under a lot of pressure. Gets taken out in the end by Sergeant Bud. He takes out Sergeant Bud in return, so they managed to exchange kills. We've still got guys hopping all over the flag for Origin. Zupi finally taking out Sergeant Bud, Pablo on the Old Man, and they will get this flag back up to retain the bleed. We also have Santa and Zoresta now by themselves. Again, a diversionary tactic. Santa rocketing up onto the ledge there, not quite getting the kill. Zoresta now chasing the Origin player up near square. Again, this is interesting. They're pulling Origin back onto that square flag, never letting them relax, never letting them stage a good assault, and that's really what's winning these fights for them right now.
Yeah, in this third round, and especially the second, Santa, the squad leader, I mean, right now, for me, he'd be my early Iron Man vote, because, I mean, without him getting in position, now the first round, it was very, you know, kind of slow to execute, but second and third, he's been getting the nice positions and getting his team in the right places, taking square and Roadblock.
I've got to agree. I mean, not only is Santa is one of TG7's best shooters as well, and right now he's really taken to, you know, against massive unit. Santa's kind of struggled in that role. putting, not moving fast enough. I think we've definitely learned from that, and the Santa looks like he's moving very well, keeping them annoyed, getting some good kills, staying alive like crazy, and Zoroaster backing him up quite nicely here. And yeah, really just not letting them onto roadblock.
Yeah, ticket count 77 to 8 now, and we're just waiting for these final 8 tickets to dwindle down here. So it looks like TG7th is going to head into the semifinals here. Nice job by them. They're going to come out on top here with a very, very impressive third round, and just really just letting Origin know who the new kid on the block is.
Yeah, each round, TG7th improved. I mean, they lost the first round. They won the second round, pretty good. But this round, they just really stepped up their game. I mean, every round they just played better and better. And looks like the match is over. 70-0.
Yeah, 70-0, and TG7th moves on, and a nice season by Origin. So they head off into the sunset. Iron Man of the match. Well, you know what? You guys can go over the scoreboard real quick. I got to take care of something really quick.
Okay, we have Pablo just absolutely just destroying Origin there, 22-3. Zoroaster not too far behind, doing a 20-8. A lot of good pushes with Santa by himself there. Zupi 14-7, Ultra Blue 10-4, Santa 11-4, Tybalt the Commander on 48.
Here for Origin, we had Sergeant Bud going 11-15. Aerobic Fish 13-12. Hates Fury 11-11. Old Man 9-11. Mike O 6-11, and Lucy getting combined score of 14.
Yeah, nice job by them. I mean, again, my vote's gonna have to go to Santa. Getting them in positions, especially in that second and third round, was very, very critical, and I believe that he really helped out his team to get those deciding 2 wins there towards the end. I don't know what you guys have, but Mando?
Yeah, that really was a decisive factor. Santa being able to stay alive, keeping them pressured on there, I guess making it look like there were more people there than there really were. It seemed like Origin overcompensated it, and I know that that was a definite strategy on the base of Tybalt, and Tybalt really led that out well, telling Santa to put some pressure on a back flag. And Santa is really good at making it look like those pushes are a lot more effective than they really are. And he was only 2 guys up most of those times, keeping them under pressure, making guys spawn back there. And as soon as they overcompensate, the team would push. And it was really decisive in that last 2 rounds, because Origin really looked like they were walking all over TG7 as far as movement goes in the first round, and they turned the tide on that one.
Cornet, what do you have?
Well, I was actually going to go with Pablo, just because that second and third round, I mean, Zupi did great the first round with 19 kills, but they did end up losing that round, so, that's a moot point there. But Pablo's last couple rounds, I mean, he was just, leading the team, but, you guys have a good argument there, because he wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for their squad leader. So we'll go ahead and give it to the squad leader.
Yeah, but Mando, if you can do me a favor, if you can get a hold of Santa for us, give him the information, we can get him in for a quick interview. Also, I just have some real quick shout-outs. Shout out from Tef. You shout out to the TG7th. Ooh, oh, you touched my tra-la-la. Come on, Tef, you know that. Alright, we have Crazy Legs from Massive Unit. Shouts out to e-rev for an enjoyable, informative cast. See, we have one from Trooper from NGA. Okay, a legal early M strike for the win. I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't see that unless you guys saw that. I didn't really pay attention to that part.
Yeah, it was at Crossroads, beginning of the first round.
I see. Also, Sniper from Daggle. Shout out to Anger. Congrats on the wedding. Thank you. I appreciate that. And hope Crazy Legs is getting better after I gave him a Daggle infection. Yeah.
But in their defense, they lost that round anyway, so, I mean, it wouldn't matter.
You have any shout-outs there, Cornet?
I have one from Victimize, saying shout out to both teams. Good games, and Lucy battiness couldn't pull through over Pablo battiness.
Alright, Troopers let me... okay, Troopers let me know it actually happened twice. But thank you, Trooper, for being our eyes and ears when we're not seeing something. Let's see.
I have some results from other matches.
All right, go ahead. What do you got, Cornette?
Cornet.
It's not,
I mean,
I've got,
sorry, Mike.
I've got NGA winning over Team Crimson. One of the first round I heard was pretty close, something like 5 tickets to 0, but they won the match 2-0. And Rival Gaming won over Blindside. And I figure you know more than I do what happened with the Massive Unit United Assassins match.
I believe, I'm not sure, I'm not going to assume, but they were winning in a ticket ratio when I left the channel, so I'm not too sure. I don't want to assume anything. So hopefully someone can get me the score on that. Crazy Legs, I know you're listening to the cast. If you can shoot me the score, please, or let me know who won.
We've got Santa now in channel with us. How are you going, Santa?
Going good.
So we're just going to congratulations on Iron Man. Really, both Anger and I thought that those late pushes on square, or early pushes really, but long, consistent staying alive on square really turned the match in the last 2 rounds and made a decisive factor. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you planned for that, whether it was planned, and how you managed to keep up like that?
Well, for the beginning of both rounds, we were set to have me and Pablo go north. And basically my job was just to keep flanking to their back flag so that they would have to pull, hopefully, more numbers back, which would allow the rest of our squad to move on crossroads or a roadblock.
One of the questions that I have for you, Santa, congratulations for a nice match. In the first round, it looked like you were a little slow to execute your pushes, especially when you pushed back to the main. What was so different from the first round compared to the second and third? Why was it so easy for you to get to execute a lot better in the second and third rounds where you really took advantage of the pushes?
For me, I guess it was just jitters or something. I don't know. The first round was just terrible. But we managed to just pull together for the second and third rounds, and I did well.
Right. Cornet, do you have any questions?
No, I'd just like to say good job at staying alive, and I mean, always keeping Origin off of that crossroads flag really helped the rest of your team.
Yeah, one other thing too, Cornet stated, it looked like from the first to the second to the third, you guys kept getting better each round, and you really made a statement in that third round. I mean, you capped them out in the second, which is a good statement, but really, you guys really did really well in the third. Did you guys, as a team, notice that too? I mean, I know obviously you did win and stuff like that, but did you guys notice you were getting better and you saw holes a lot easier in that defense?
Yeah, I definitely noticed. I think we just run on adrenaline or something, but we always seem to get better as the match goes on.
All right, but man, do you have any questions? Or Lime, I mean, we didn't get to you. Do you have any questions since you saw it from a different perspective there as a video man? Did you see anything that you want to ask?
No, I guess my only question would be, it seems like you guys are going to be going against NGA next week. You have any big plans or any preparation you think you're going to be able to do to take on these juggernauts?
Well, we actually scrimmed NGA in Berlin yesterday, and we actually did pretty well against them. We're still going to bring our lube, but yeah, I think we'll be ready for them. Definitely going to scrim a lot.
All right. If you want, Santa, you can give some shout-outs if you have sponsorships or just anything you want to give out. Santa, here's your time.
Just a shout-out to all the TG guys that were rooting us on. Helps a lot.
All right. Any shout-outs, Cornet, Bamando, that anything that you got, Limic?
I think
For me.
we're dried up.
All right. I have one, the last one I have from Victimized from Cogent. Shout out to e-rev, enjoyable cast tonight. Keep it up next week, e-rev crew. Thank you, we appreciate that. All right, look into the schedule. We're going to try to get, I know we're going to get Cal this Thursday, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be the finals. And just make sure you guys just check out e-rev, e-rev.tv. We're going to have BF2 on there, and also check out the other games that we host, Counter-Strike Source and UT. We have a lot of stuff going on over there, a lot of casts, a lot of great casting crews, so make sure you tune in for that. On that note, we're just going to say goodbye again. TG7 takes out Origin on Fall of Berlin 2-1 here in the quarterfinals of round 2 in the TGL 6v6 Fast Attack. And until next time, we say good night, everybody.
Good night.